this dream allowed me to truly experience the heart of the Father. And I believe after you listen to this video, what should happen right now is another level of faith, another level of grace, another level of love for the Father should be deposited and imparted into your heart as I speak this dream to you. So 2 nights ago, in the dream, I was walking down a specific road here in Las Vegas. And as I was walking my dog. Off to the side of the road, I could see there was it's like an ROTC or JROTC. It's like a training happening. And specifically in the training, there was one particular female cadet. She was auditioning to become a platoon commander for a drill competition. Now, I thought this was interesting. Obviously, as a kid, I was in Cadet Corps. I was in a lot of these military things. And one of the things I noticed that this girl was doing, she was auditioning to become the platoon leader for this particular competition. And so the first thing that I take away from the dream is God is auditioning you right now. How you respond to the circumstances that you're in, how you respond to the situations that you're in, how you respond in worship, how you respond in fellowship, how you respond and you communicate to Him. God is auditioning you for a level of promotion. So as the girl was auditioning, I could see the drill instructor, who was a female drill instructor. She was taking notes, and one of the things that the girl who was auditioning for this position of elevation, she kept, essentially, as she was marching, she wouldn't let her left hand swing, right? As she was walking, she was holding on to it. And she was as she was marching. And I think sometimes in our lives, there are little things from the past that we're holding on to. God is trying to take us and to elevate us to different situations, and we are still leaning onto our own understanding. And as the instructor began to stop her, she began to start to correct her that she needed to let her arm swing, that let her arm go. Now, as a person who was sitting on the side and I was observing what was happening, I thought from the outside, just seeing their communication, that the instructor was saying, her correction too harshly. And it was almost as if at that moment, as the instructor was giving her criticism and giving her critique, I was put inside of the mind of the girl who was the cadet, and I could see her heart. I could see her heart, and her heart was, she wanted to be perfect. She wanted to perform accordingly. She wanted to do the best job that she could, so that she could impress her instructor, because she had so much love and adoration for her drill instructor. And as I began to it was like I couldn't sit there any longer and not say something. So I said something to the drill instructor. I said, "Hey, she's stimming. She's trying to impress you. Like, be easier on her, because it seems like she's trying her best." And immediately I could see the drill instructor. She turned to me, and I could see tears in her eyes. And as she began to weep slowly, she let me know that she knew what the girl was doing, but if she wanted to be promoted, that she would have to go through this particular test. And sometimes in our lives, we think God is not with us. We think God is not there for us. But it was like I could feel the love of the Father through the instructor. Sometimes God has to correct us. Sometimes God has to adjust certain things in our lives. And let us know that we have permission to let go of those things from our past, that we have permission to let those things go, because God is trying to take us to a place where he's trying to elevate us and he's trying to promote us. And the sooner we begin to not only understand the love of the Father, that sometimes that love includes a rebuke, a reproof, um, correction, that when we fall in love and we understand the heart of the heart of the Father is to give us a sound end, a perfected end, that he's looking to propel us, to accelerate us, and not keep us in the same place that we are in right now, that he wants the best for us, that the sooner we understand his side of it, then we'll begin to even fall more in love with him. That everything that we're experiencing right now, it is a setup. No matter what your situation looks like, no matter what you're going through at this moment, it was just like I was just completely surrounded by the peace and love of God in that moment, in that dream. I've never felt anything like this. And I believe right now, another thing that the God is expressing through this dream is that even in this season right now, we're about to experience God, the presence of God, the capacity to understand his love in a uniquely different way. We're going to be able to see his love present, manifested, demonstrated in everything that we are doing right now. So again, I've never felt this type of warmth, this type of love. And at the end of the dream, it was like we all were crying. The girl was crying because she was finally ready to let go of her arm and like swing her arm the correct way, so that she could be elevated and promoted. The instructor was crying because she knew that that the girl was sensitive, and that hearing the correction temporarily could have hurt her, but it was necessary for her growth. And again, right now, some things that we're going through right now are necessary for our growth. We're being stretched, and sometimes those stretching moments hurt. They feel like pressure. But again, God is not doing it for no reason. God is not just sitting up there laughing, entertaining himself through our trials. He's trying to elevate us to a place where we come into a season of promotion, a season of acceleration, a season where the demonstration and the glory rests upon our lives. So